Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with our mono black aggro. Yes, we'd like to keep this. Decent hand. We have a 1, 2, and a 3 casting cost card in our hand. We are, however, on the draw. This hand is much more powerful on the play as Tormented Hero first turn. We get okay. So this is going to be the matchup I want to see. So no UI control or Jeskai deck this time. So I want to see exactly if this deck can compete against an Abzan Siege Rhino type deck. This could again be a CDC Whip or maybe one of the Abzan decks. I'm going to go ahead and just start off with a Bloodsoaked Champion. Now Mogis Maurader is going to be weak against, of course, the Siege Rhino. It's going to be very good against any sort of Carotid or Crewfix. Now Thoughtseize, if I were him, I'd take the Sign in Blood here. I could see an argument for the Mogis Maurader. Yep, Sign in Blood. That means he can actually deal with any sort of aggro. It's going to be the Abzan, and it's his slower hand. He already Thoughtseizes himself, so I'm actually liking this. Other than we drew a land there. I did not want to see a land. I wanted to see some ammo. We'll cast a Tormented Hero and get in with the Bloodsoaked Champion. Now another tap land, which he doesn't have any cards for. We'll just agent here, actually. I'm going to go ahead and attack in with both of these. Get him down to a 12. And then cast an agent. And then the next turn we can Mogis. Again, I hope it's just a Courser and not a Siege Rhino this turn. He's getting really close to lethal without a Siege Rhino. But if it is a Siege Rhino, we do have the option of drawing into anything it can bestow on the agent. Unfortunately, it's just a swamp. So I think I will attack in with... Do I attack in with everything and then recast the Bloodsoak, or attack in with the agent? And I think at this point I have to just go for it. And just chalk this up to really the 6 lands is ideally not what you want to see. So he's going to take 7 damage here, going down to an 8. Bad news is, though, if he casts any creature, then the Siege Rhino is still very much able to block any of our littler guys. Of course, if we had a Gary mainboarded, we'd have ways out of this. Another Siege Rhino will definitely just break our back here. Whip will break our back as well. I mean, Whip actually won't be as brutal if we draw into something that can bestow onto Agent. And hopefully that's the case, but it is just a Tormented Hero. So I'm just going to attack again with everything, actually. Because this will get in there for some damage. And then we can always recast Bloodsoak. So he's going to block the Tormented Hero. Nope, he's going to go for the Agent of the Fate. That's going to kill it. And take him down to a 4. And actually allow me to cast a Tormented Hero. So he's not out of this yet. He could just be stuck with like Hornet Queens that he cannot cast. If he draws into Doomwake, if Doomwake comes out here, I'm done. As that clears my board completely. Whip, though, if he's got a Whip in his hand, even an Abzan Charm is completely useless in his hand. Drawing the cards and losing life is not what he wants to do. Cannot exile creature because all my creatures are too small. But Elspeth's actually good. What we do need to draw into is like a Herald of Torment, go over top. Hero's Downfall. Well, it's an answer. Take out the Elspeth. And we'll attack him with Bloodsoak. Not the Tormented Heroes. Again, it's something that we can... bestow and possibly win. Carotid's nice. It now blocks the Bloodsoak. And is this Siege Rhino number 2? Ugh. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Alrighty, we will just pass the turn. Again, Herald of Torment does actually win it for us unless he throws out another Siege Rhino or a Whip, because it bestows onto the Tormented Hero and flies over top. But if it's going to be Hornet Queen, then we're just done. Nope, we're still okay with the Herald of Torment. Let's take the 4 here. So see if we can draw on the Herald. Oop, nope. And I guess Mogis Maurader would do it as well. So I think we just have one more turn to try to top deck into a Mogis Maurader or a Herald of Torment. But these both have trample. Nope, I'm just dead here. So I wonder if he attacks in. I hope he just attacks in, not with their... Oh, that is so awesome that he's going to allow me a chance to win. He's worried about the 1 card in my hand. He has 1 card. Let's hope for Herald of Torment off the top one time. Ha! Another swamp. So Land Flood is not doing good for us today. It's in a 21 card deck. Spiteful Returned was Spiteful Returned? No, it would have done 1, 2, 3. And it was a while. Sign in Blood would have been nice a couple turns ago. Mogis Maurader would have been nice. And whatnot. But we'll go to the sideboard. I do believe that this is going to be just the mid-range deck, so I don't know about Doomwake if Hornet Queen is really in here. Or though I am going to bring in the Whip. I do think he's going to bring in a lot of control, and I believe we do just completely go off the route of the early drops, just keeping the Gnarled Scarhide. I am actually going to keep in the Molting Snakeskin, and we'll bring in the Gray Merchants. I do want Erebos, and possibly, I don't know, I don't think that Nighthowler quite needs to come in against this one. Squelching Leeches are still fine. I think they'll be big against him. And Mogis Maurader is going to come out, and I believe Nighthowlers will come in. And just 2? Yeah, just 2's fine. Murderous Cut, Hero's Downfall. No, Bile Blight is actually quite weak. It's good against Elspeth, so this will allow the Nighthowlers to... And he's running Elspeth, so I will run the Doomwake. And, oh, I do need these lands. Spiteful Returns, then. Even though, well, Spiteful Return is something we can actually hook up that... Yeah, it's better than Gnarled Scarhide. We'll take out 2 Gnarled Scarhides, and I'll submit this. Alrighty, so, yes, we'd like to play first. Seems like a good hand. We got a turn 1 drop, a turn 3 drop. See if we can avoid double Siege Rhinos and 8 lands this game. So Scarhide's going to get in there for 2. And I do believe we will cast the Herald of Torment. Yeah, he's stuck on green. He does not have the green. Molting Snakeskin's kind of nice, but I'm just going to get in here with the Scarhide. And see if this is going to get Last Breath or Bile Blighted. So there's a Bile Blight. It still does an additional damage, though, because he had to tap a Cave. And this is going to allow us just to... Ooh, Nighthowler's kind of tempting here. But now he definitely wants that Bile Blight for the Herald. So that's out of the way. Squelching Leeches would be a great... any sort of mana next turn would be great. Ooh, I don't know. It's just going to be attack in with the Herald. I'd hate to cast 2 Heralds because it's just so risky. Unless he Bile Blights again. And it's going to be an Abzan Charm, which exiles. There's so much exile in this format. And so we don't get the bonus from the Nighthowler now. We only have 1 card in the graveyard, 1 creature. Now Siege Rhino, if Siege Rhino comes out, that is just going to be... Alright, so... Definitely behind in the race at this point. Another Herald of Torment, which I don't want to cast. I think that at this point, we just got to throw the Herald of Torment out and then just, or the Molten Snakeskin, and then just try to go. No, it's just going to be another Herald of Torment, and then hopefully not draw into, have him draw into a Bile Blight. But the thing about this is I'm going to be taking 2 additional hit damage per turn. If I draw into that Whip, I'm okay though. And if another Siege Rhino comes out though, it's just not feasible. We're going to come back from this. So yep, taking 4 going down to 11. Really need to hit this land drop here. Spiteful Return is something. Do I need to leave them both back for Siege Rhino? Is my only question. As if I don't, he's got to have an answer, whether it be a Hero's Downfall. It's going to be Spiteful Return. And I guess I just leave things back. I'm actually going to throw a Molten Snakeskin on a... No, I leave it back. I hate doing this. But we're just so far behind. Do I attack in and then he does 4? I think I have to attack in. He just does 4, 5, 6. Whip still gets me back in this. He's going to Abzan Charm another one. And just take the 3. But again, Whip still... Probably should have Molten Snakeskin there at the end. Whip still does get me 4 life per turn. Which kind of negates this Siege Rhino. But with 4 cards left in his hand, you got to think he's full of answers. Read the Bones is not one of those answers unless he draws into something. He's looking for a land drop to hit, possibly Elspeth. So, 2 of his removals out of the way. He most likely does hit into a removal with the Read the Bones. So this land is definitely clutch. If we can hit it, we do hit it. So that's nice. So we'll Whip. And get in here for... the damage. Now I'm really kicking myself for that Molten Snakeskin. Not casting that into phase. But it looks like another Abzan Charm is going to come out here. Which means we're still alive. And if we draw into another land, we'll still be okay as well. But if you've got any way to pump the Siege Rhino up, Ajani will do it if he is the mid-range deck that does run the Ajani Brahmas. And that will actually do it with the World Waker as well. So again, if this land just came at the wrong moment, and he did, that does have hate, or that does has been in play for quite a while. And the 8's coming in. So anyway, let's see what we would have drawn next turn if that wouldn't have been a Nissa. Would have been an Erebos. We could have whipped in. Really not whipped in much. Just a Herald and got us back up, but then died anyway. And next card would have been an Agent, which would have actually worked. Agent would have been worked with the Molten Snakeskin. But again, I'm going to chalk this one up. I'm going to hurry and queue again and see if we can get this matchup. This was just some very, very poor draws on our part. Getting stuck on the 3 and then getting 8 lands the first game. Where it would have been anything. We could have any Dirtle card and would have won that first matchup. So let's go on to this last match here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.